Hello and welcome back to Pump with Purpose. This is Dr. Diana here. I am the CEO and founder of Pump with Purpose. We are a global lactation and postpartum private practice teaching women all across the world to breast pump for personal to help you to increase your milk supply with the right pump, flange, products, and schedule, and to change the world one pumping family at a time. I am a doctor of public administration, a certified lactation counselor, a certified breastfeeding specialist, as well as a certified postpartum doula. So I am here to do my next podcast episode. This is about what I was laughing about. It's just because it's a term I've coined and it really means a lot to me. And it's called pumping self care. I'm going to say it again, pumping self care. These are self care tips for the pumping mom. So if you don't know a little bit about me, I am a go hard die hard pumping mom. And I didn't do all the self care that I needed to do. I should have done. I just was winging it. And I want you to know you do not have to do so. I want you to know that it's so important for you to figure out what works best for you. Do not allow anyone else to make you feel like you shouldn't have time for yourself or you shouldn't be able to have the best of all the worlds, right? And pumping self care is so important. So, if you want to know a little bit about me, I pumped for over 3 years for my infant and my toddler on my second journey. My first journey was 9 months. My first son, he was born. His lungs collapsed at birth. He had an emergency C-section. His lungs collapsed at birth. He had to be resuscitated, immediately taken to the NICU. His he couldn't keep up once the Pitocin was given to me. So once they broke my water, they learned that he had pooped in the sac. So when he was born, he inhaled the meconium and his lungs collapsed, had to be resuscitated. So I did pump for 9 months with him until I got pregnant with my second son. And that was all planned as well. You know, we wanted to try again to keep them close together. And I was doing all the things. I had all the goals, and I'm like, nobody taught me how to do anything. That's why I exist right now, to take the guesswork, to make it easier for you, because I wish that someone else would have helped me. Second journey was over 3 years, feeding the infant and the toddler. The first journey I had about 3,000 ounces of breast milk to get my oldest from 9 months to 12 months on breast milk. Did not have to go back to formula. In the second journey, I had my oversupply at about 6 days, and I was able to start feeding both children. And I did not really value taking some time for yourself or having time for yourself. It doesn't have to look like getting your nails. Like people are like, go get your nails done, go get your feet done, go get a massage. That over here on purpose, that ain't self-care for me. Self-care looked different. It looked like, my husband coming home doing basement Fridays. He still does basement Fridays. I have a 6-year-old and an almost 5-year-old. It was, yeah, a 6.5-year-old and almost 5-year-old. My two are 18 months apart. And that still goes on, that I get time to myself. It does not have to be time away from the house. It looks like when I was, what was I, 7, 8 months postpartum, when the stairs in our first townhome that we built together was just not working. He's like, Diana, you need to hire cleaning people. What? No, I always clean. What you talking about? He's like, Diana, you are struggling to clean this house. And he was right. And I did it. We hired cleaning people on my first journey when I was about 7 or 8 months postpartum, and everything was just like I couldn't even see my feet. And that's what self-care looked like. They came in about every other month and helped throughout, just to help me to get by. Then of course time went on, baby number 2 came, and that is when it went to every month, and we still keep every month here. I maintain between the month, but that deep cleaning, we have just can't, no. So that's what self-care looks like to me. Self-care could look like a night nurse or night nanny. Self-care could look like a doula that comes in to help you. Self-care could look like people to cut your grass. I have people to cut the grass. Between in the summertime, or spring or fall, usually comes in every week when the it's high growth season, and during the summer, most of the time, like every 2 weeks then. But either way, like that's help for me. Those are the two things that I do is I have cleaning people once a month and someone to cut the grass. I used to cut the grass. But yeah, all the stuff that's outside lurking, it's yeah, no, that you just find enough frogs and yeah, it's a no for me. So, snakes and lizards and all kinds of things. So, we do those two things, and it's a way for me to get self care. My husband has allergy induced asthma, so it ended up in like it was not it. Like knowing what your strengths are, we don't have those. What do I call it? We don't have those gender role preferences. Like I'll cut the grass. He loves to cook. Do the cooking ain't my jam, y'all. So we don't do those traditional gender roles. We just get in where we can fit in. And so self care just looks different. Here are some tips. You need to surround yourself with positive people. All the negativity that's out here, social media can be draining. Even though I love social media, it surely can be draining for me too. I'm not going to lie to you. I have a whole lot of things on mute. I control a lot of the things that I can see because it gets a lot. And as kids get older, it just evolves. And it's just so much to second guess yourself about, so much to think about. And I just really try for my platform to be a supportive, safe space and place for pumping. Asking for help when needed. That was my issue. I did everything, a lot of things that I could have gotten help. I didn't. And, it made me who I am. But it ain't always what it's cracked up to be. Check on your strong friends. I am the strong friend. I needed someone to be like, Diana, listen, you need to ask for help. Their godmom is so amazing. She would come over because we don't have a lot of family here. So she would come over. Our parents would come up as needed and stuff if I really need to raise my hand. But I could have asked for more help. I could have asked for more help. Staying hydrated, eating well balanced meals, drinking to thirst. That's important. Taking in enough calories because you burn calories when you are nursing and or pumping. Continue to take your vitamins, or your prenatal or postnatal, just depends. Check with your doctor if you need to figure out which type of vitamin may be ideal for you because you could have other things going on that's a deficit. Check your blood. If you're deficient in any way, you need to work with your doctor to help get those things back in line because milk supply is made from the blood. Eating, drinking, taking care of yourself. Take a real shower. Like, I mean, a real shower, not the bird baths, not the wash up in the sinks when you can. Get your hair washed, get it done. I mean, I remember my mobile stylist. Like, throughout different times, I have two main stylists, and they've been expected at different times, so it just depends. But at different times, they would be mobile, and I would have them come over and wash my hair in my house and do my hair in my house. Like, it was amazing. If I need to go out to them now, I definitely do. But back in the time when I was expecting, it was vital. It was amazing to have that opportunity. Wearing clean clothes, clean bras. Can I not emphasize that enough? Wash, wear, and spare. I remember the brand that I would wear that was there. I saw it on their page. Wash, wear, and spare. So at least a minimum of 3 bras that you can have, always one in the wash. One that you're wearing, one in the wash, and one on standby. But if you need more than that, that's okay too. But having clean bras where your milk is, potentially, your breast and all that, you just want things to be clean. Practicing good pumping hygiene, good self-care. Pumping self-care is so important, and that's what we want to normalize today, is taking care of yourself. It's okay. You don't I remember lately, I'll meet moms and they're like, well, I just, I don't care about what my bra looks like. I don't care about this and that. And I'm like, you don't have to give up yourself because you're a mom. If you feel good in a lacy, cute bra, yes, let's pull up. Let's talk about the bras. I'm all about the bra game. I have over 40 bras in here. If you like thick bras, thin bras, sports bras, cami bras, Vicky bra with the deep V, if you like the girls to sit up, let the significant other, if one is present, or just you look down at yourself or in the mirror and you're like, dang, this bra looks nice on me. That's self-care to me. Feeling good about yourself and knowing that what you are using and what you are doing works well for you. That's what I want. So I hope that you do and are practicing pumping self-care. And if you are not expecting or expecting a baby in the future, I hope you practice self-care. It's so very important. Self-care. That's what I want for you. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this resonated with you. And if you're interested in learning ways to make your pumping journey easier, getting plans, schedules, routines, pumping and feeding life hacks, ways to transform your pumping journey right before your eyes. You're not happy with where you are. And that's just not great. You're in pumping pain, or you make a bunch of milk and you're in a bunch of pain, or you keep experiencing, clogged or plugged ducts or anything like that. It's just so important for you to work with someone that actually wants you to win, that wants you to get the best of all the worlds. It doesn't have to be, one versus the other, mental health versus pumping. It doesn't have to be self-care versus pumping. You don't have to sacrifice. There are ways to try to get it in. And then I call it intentional imbalance. I was reading a book for entrepreneurship, and it was talking, and it was really helpful, personal level, about intentional imbalance. You can't be everything to everyone. You can't do everything all the time. But what you are focusing on, focus on that in the moment. That's all it is. Even if that's once a week, once, a day, even that's, a little 30 minutes to yourself before the children wake up or kid wakes up. If that looks like after they go to bed, taking your favorite drink or favorite snack and eating it on the sofa while watching your favorite show, like that's self-care too. And it doesn't have to be a time away from your child in order for it to be self-care. So I hope this was helpful. This is Dr. Diana here. If you want to know a little bit about me or a lot about me, you can find me on Instagram. That is my largest platform at Pump with Purpose, or you can find me on my website, www.pumpwithpurpose.com. Until next time, with Pump with Purpose.